Hello everyone, this is Nickredace, and welcome back to From the Depths. It's been a while since I did my, what's the word I'm looking for here? Since I showed off my last creation. My last creation was the famous, by famous I mean my first workable creation. There were more. But it's been a while since then, and I've created a lot of stuff, and that's what this is going to be about. This one's going to be about pretty much what I've been doing since. And what I've been doing since is this. Oh, and a few other things. So this one's just pretty much mainly these two ships. What are these two ships? They are called the Doecypris submarine. And I know it looks really weird for a submarine, but it works, and it's cool. Alright. These submarines cost a lot less than the Remora, because they're mostly made of wood. But they don't have as much attack power as Remora. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spawn in a Marauder, the most basic of enemy ships, and we're going to see how this works. Now, first off, this is made to house the same sidearms that I invented. I invented that technology. Arm turrets were my invention. But these ones have built-in top turrets. This one's a higher caliber, and this one's a small caliber. This is like an AA gun caliber. This is slightly larger. Now, as you can see, it's not really that effective. I say that as an explosion goes off. Again, this is a it's a freaking deep water watch ship. But these aren't really meant for combat. They don't have weapons built in. This is just a basic weapon that's going to be in all of them. But it's a basic Doecypris. Doecypris is named after being one of the smallest fish in the world. So I gave it to this because it's pretty small. It's very compact. It's actually slightly bigger than Remora though, but it doesn't have the arm cannons that the Remora has. So that's one of these creations. The Doecypris Scout submarine. It's gone. Alright. But you're not here to really see something as stupid as that. You want to see something big and bad. So I give you something big and bad. This is the Metalic Panzer. I forgot what it was called. Metalic Panzer M2A. Now, you might be like, what the hell was the Metalic Panzer regular, the M1? Well, the Metalic Panzer M1 wasn't the best idea. This one, it's pretty much a Remora A, except with much more damaging missiles and a lot more of them. Now you might be like, that wasn't a lot of damage. Well, do you see how many I'm firing? Pretty much, this is based off of having enough resources to fire large amounts of pretty damaging missiles. These missiles pierce metal quite easily, and that's pretty much all they do. You just launch them, and eventually you'll what's one of my favorite? Okay. It's a sustained combat vehicle. That's what I've created. It's meant to do sustained damage over time, wither down your opponent. Done. This can actually destroy a warden, though it takes a while to do. So that's pretty much that. I'm actually just going to show you for a moment what it does to something like a bailiff. You spotted the Bayleaf, and it launches off torpedoes. Now, again, since this is a submarine, unlike most standard submarines I see, where they're like, oh, we're only like 10 underneath water, this will dive to a depth of about -100, -125. Now, from that, probably destroyed an explosive or something, so that's good. Now, The difference from the origin of these torpedoes was these just have sonar. The other ones were laser guided. But that also allows me to get constant damage, while the laser kind of had an odd arc. As you can see, this will deal more damage than these repair bots can fix. And come on, you're already missing a massive hole in the ship. See, boom. Now, since it's moving, these shots are actually hitting propellers, so it's going to slow ship down. Boom. Now I know this probably isn't a huge thing, you know. I'm not going against any massive ships with ultimate shields. It's kind of a lesser function. I am working on creating ammunition and vehicles that can go against higher level ships. But right now, if you don't have ungodly shields and anti-missile weaponry, this thing can take out your ship pretty easily. Shields, I mean, it can get past shields quite easily. I do it in large numbers so that, you know, missile interceptors will have pretty much an impossible way of dealing with this much. By the way, these do jump out of water, so they'll fuck you up that way too. I am waiting for it to eventually hit the engine, which is right there. But again, sustained damage. This still has a good amount of ammunition left. That is the only downside to the Metallic Panzer from the origin torpedoes, is the Metallic Panzer has less ammo barrels than the original. And the original, I'll show you after this video, I'll upload it literally like right after, was an amazing design, and it started a whole new series of weapons. It's so cool. Like, it is one of my best creations. Now, right now, the ship's not going anywhere. Right? It's completely disabled. It's got no movement, really. Metallic Panzer is moving up underneath it. We got torpedoes jumping onto the side. You know, the repair bots have given up. There's nothing the ship's gonna do. And this ship probably costs a shit ton more than this. Or more. I mean, Metallic Panzer. By the way, Metallic Panzer was made to be a heavier version of the Remora. I am working on making it have the ballistic missiles that Remora C has. And for people who haven't watched Remora video, pretty much ballistic missiles, it's sea and air anti-weaponry. One problem I'm having is I need to equip a lot of fins so it can actually catch the air targets. These can't really catch the air targets. So right now, the ship's been destroyed. It's, you know, disintegrating. Boom. We just destroyed the bay leaf. Need just a little bit more proof. Here. This one's regular. I gotta find it. That ship. Alright. Oh. It does have one downside, and that's based on the AI. And that is, it will stupidly, if the enemy is behind it, it will stupidly just go up in the air and reveal itself. Alright, now look, already the torpedoes have pretty much disabled it. It can't go anywhere, really. It's already destroyed the AI. This ship's dead. This ship was a regular ship. Gone. That was probably the fastest destruction of a ship I've seen. You know what, no. Halmer. Oh, I think I might have met my match because these are super cap. Oh. Shit. Pretty much what I have to do is actually run from this ship while firing at it, because it seems I'm just out of range. But if I can outrun it... Oh, does he have an L? Yes, it does. He has an anti. But I'm still hitting him and dealing good damage through the frags. He is catching up to me, though. I really need to move out of the way or I'm going to get toasted. I'm losing some like, propellers. I think I just lost a turret. Yep, I'm losing a turret. So there's ways of destroying it. But, you know, it's taking a good amount of damage. It's still firing back. But that's pretty much it. So, that was the Metallic Panzer 2A, and pretty much the only other one I've created was this, which is Metallic Panzer 2AS1, which pretty much is, I took the Metallic Panzer and I made it cheaper. And for everyone thinking, what do you mean cheaper? This had a lot of shit inside of it. Pretty much I removed a lot of armor. I'm more basing off of the, if it gets hit, it's dead. So the best way is to make sure it doesn't get hit. Also, the new thing I was going for was staggered fire. This is to pretty much make sure I have the same amount of missiles or torpedoes fired and keep it in a more damaging fashion. So as you can see, it did pretty good damage in that first volley. Second volley is already coming up. Oh, some premature detonation there. Alright, the ship's starting to tilt. Ooh, it has yeah, it does. That's not good. It is having a slight problem with the anti-laser, but even with the anti-laser, the fragments are still incredibly damaging. Now, I am at that point where the torpedoes are smashing into it before they can get destroyed. And this ship has no chance. Once the torpedoes get close enough, the fragmentation is still devastating even if you destroy the torpedo itself. Still doing pretty good damage. If we can immobilize it, we're good. As you can see, the ship is sinking lower and lower. Oh, it's actually started turning, moving backwards. How are we doing on ammunition? We are good on ammunition. Oh, did we hit an explosive? I believe we might have blown, yep. I think we might have blown a hole in the ship somewhere. Now again, this is supposed to be sustained damage. It's not super instant kill on first try. It's, we're going to keep up the damage. You're not going to be able to repair it fast enough. Which is what you're seeing here. It's where we're penetrating all the layers of armor. You might be like, well, turret's starting to come up more. Yeah, but now he's getting a massive hole from underneath the ship. Remember, he's still got holes all around here that his repair bots are trying to fix. And this is just one little ship. Now, here's that problem with the AI I was telling you about. Where it was pretty much, it was moving upwards. Alright. We're doing pretty good. You can can see, I believe, part of his engine and laser. Probably. Oh, AI is dead. Ship is disintegrating. Boom. That's from this little metallic Panzer of the Red Ace Submarine Corps. Alright, now pretty much. Oh, a little lag there. Pretty much the whole point of the Metallic Panzer. Metallic Panzer is replacing the Mora as the frontline submarine. The Remora is still going to be behind the, the Metallic Panzers due to the fact that the Remora can still shoot down flying targets. Because I still am working on developing ballistic missiles for this. The only other one I can think of that I've been creating is this one. Delete all ships first. This, it says B. This is the attempting at making. Just watch, you'll see. Plane strike. This is the attempt of making those ballistic missiles. See the flaws here? Yeah. All of those missed. I don't want to know what just happened there. And the one, see? That is pathetic. That, it needs work. Thankfully none of the bombs or shit are ever going to touch me due to the fact that he's just as inaccurate as me. Now, the problem isn't, like, let's see, one hit. The problem is if they don't hit him in time. Yeah, that's pretty much that. What else? What else have I done? That's pretty much it. That is the Red Ace Submarine Corps that I've been working on. Now, be ready for the next video. That's going to be coming up right after this. And that is going to be the origin of those torpedoes that I showed you. Very effective torpedoes. An entirely new undersea defense. I call them the drop pods. Enjoy. This has been Nickredace, and I'll see you all in the next video. Nickredace, out.